Hey guys, Dan back again with another video, and today we are back with another Psycho Pass. We're doing most likely 3 episodes, but could be less, could be more. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't have much time, so I'm just gonna do as much as I can. That's pretty much it, you know. If I had to guess, I could probably do 2. I could do one more after, but I don't know, I just don't really want to. But yeah, the show's amazing, you know. It's just so amazing, you know. You guys know, you've seen it, you know. I mean, unless, you know, this is your first, you know, reaction of mine, you know, for Psycho Pass. But if it's not, and you've been following all the reactions, what can I say? You know, it's just perfection. It just is, you know. It gets better as time goes on, and you know, we ended on a really interesting note. You know, it was really interesting. You know, we pretty much got a flashback episode, you know what I mean? Just the entirety of the episode was that as well, you know. It was on was it Yayoi? Yeah, right? I think so. So yeah, I'm interested to see how we carry on. I mean, I'm gonna assume, you know, we're gonna carry on, you know, after the end of episode 10. No, sorry, 11. I don't know why I said 10. Yeah, at the end of episode 11, which is, this could be pretty brutal as well. Yeah, this is probably gonna be really just rough to watch, you know, especially, you know, for Akane. You know, it's gonna be rough, but you know, it's just something that she has to overcome, you know what I mean? And there's nothing else to it. But yeah, let's jump into episode 13. I'm not gonna lie, now that I, you know, thought about all that, I'm kind of just worried about this episode. I don't know, something about it is just kind of worrying. I don't know why, but let me just yeah, let me just 1 second. Alrighty guys, we are here and we're ready to check out episode 13. Yeah, hopefully I have enough time for this, you know. I might not, which, you know, it is what it is. It's not a big deal, but yeah, let's do this in 3, 2, 1, and play.
Your crime coefficient's gotten
This
worse.
is way too low.
I see.
There you go.
Since last we met, it's gone up 7 points. That's a number we can't ignore.
Oh.
In fact, if it gets any worse, the
Interesting.
law
Are we gonna
requires
now
me to
get
report it
some
to your
knows
superiors.
of backstory as well?
I've been using relaxation exercises and therapeutic devices to manage it.
Maybe you need to find one simple and effective method and focus on
Wow.
that.
Like
Is that what I
what?
think it is?
Instead of just me, talk to someone with whom you're very close.
Is that the boy,
Like a lover or family member.
I don't have a girlfriend. And my family, well,
it's complicated.
only my father is alive.
Even a grown, independent man can always learn a thing or two from a
Oh my God,
long
what's
talk
his
with his
name?
father. Unless you have some reason not to talk. Is there one?
Well, actually,
Yes?
there's a very good reason.
Whoa, what the hell? This is the same song, but same song with different visuals. This is really trippy. Whoa. Oh my god. What the hell? I was not expecting this. What? 750. Yes. There he is. Majishima. Interesting. Huh.
I read the
Okay, I
report.
want to talk about that
Wondering
if I remember
about
after
Sonora's
that too.
testimony. Do you think what she
Invitation from
says
the
is
abyss.
100% true?
We were quite thorough when we inspected the crime scene. Her distance to the target was just under 8 meters. Her position relative to the victim was also clear. There's no doubt the murderer slashed the girl's throat right in front of Inspector Tsunemori, and yet her dominator refused to function properly.
I understand Tsunemori and the victim Yuki Funahara were close
You
friends.
have no idea what happened, man.
Is it possible she panicked and simply operated the Dominator incorrectly?
I would never describe Akane as incompetent.
But in a previous report, you said her inexperience as an inspector could soon prove detrimental.
That has nothing to do with her raw aptitude. All her qualifications to serve as an inspector have been confirmed by Sybil's occupational aptitude test.
But again, you've signed off on a report contradicting what you say now. A report that
Sure, I
questions
mean, yeah.
Sybil's judgment. Inspector Ginoza, we now live in a world of almost limitless prosperity. We have achieved the greatest happiness for the greatest amount of people. To what do you believe we owe our thanks for making such a world?
That would be the Ministry of Welfare's Sybil system.
That's right. Planning out your whole life, fulfilling your desires. No matter what choices the citizens are making, they can simply ask for Sybil's judgment rather than agonize over it alone. With the Sybil system, we are putting in place a society of absolute personal fulfillment and communal safety that is unprecedented in human history.
I know. And that is why Sybil must work flawlessly.
Yes. Not a single mistake can be allowed. That's our ideal. But think on that for a moment, Ginoza. If the Sybil system is working flawlessly, it should no longer be necessary for humans to be in the loop at all. We could equip all the drones with Dominators and have them patrol the city. But alas, the MWPSB is home to the Criminal Investigation Department, and it is upon you that responsibility for the Dominators, Sybil's eyes, ultimately falls. Ever thought about the meaning of this arrangement?
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
No matter how perfect any system we create may be, it will always require a safety net to protect against unforeseeable occurrences. To respond quickly to an emergency, to overcome hardware breakdowns. It is only when such failsafes are included that a system becomes perfect in both operation and perception. In fact, Inspector, it's more important we merely believe it's so than the Sybil system does function perfectly every time a crime's committed. From the sense of security that comes with that belief, it brings blessings to people even as you stand here now.
Yes.
Ginoza, I've developed a very high opinion of your skills. Normally, those of your rank are not allowed to see the classified information I'm about to show you. But I think in this instance, our trusting relationship allows for it. This is top secret.
Is that?
It's the record of a man's arrest. Only the police took him into custody without ever measuring his crime coefficient. The statement we released on the record, though, says he came in voluntarily.
It's him. It's Toma.
He's the prime suspect in a serial murder case that panicked the city 3 years ago. Recall the specimen case? At least I believe that's the name you and your people gave it at the time.
Sure.
In the end, though, it was Division 2 who brought him in, and they were subsequently put under the strictest of gag orders.
Damn it! Do you have any idea what we went through on that?
It's just like this current case you're working. Despite catching him in a violent act, and having overwhelming evidence tying him to several other murders, the Dominators refused to give a reading when pointed at Kozaburo Toma. Because his crime coefficient didn't reach a regulation value. We call these rare murderers like Toma a criminally asymptomatic person.
Okay, so that...
I
Makishima is definitely another one, right?
It's a
Because his was
classification
also
for
not.
cases where a person's cymatic scan doesn't match his criminal psychology. We estimate only 1 out of every 2 million people could be classified as criminally asymptomatic. Your case with Shogo Makishima is certainly unique, but it's hardly surprising. In fact, there's even some indication he played a role in the specimen case, correct?
I mean, it
Toma
wouldn't
Makishima.
be surprising because
2 criminally asymptomatic
he
men
plays a
working
part in
together to
everything.
commit serial murders. It's no wonder the case gave us such difficulty.
So then what happened to Toma? Was he executed?
Our official press release declared him missing, suspected of leaving the country. And I'm afraid that's
Okay.
all I can tell you about this matter for the time being.
alright.
Please don't get hung up on the specifics of what you've heard. The important thing is no one has fallen victim to Kozaburo Tomo's murderous
Sure.
impulses since that day. We just made him disappear. His case didn't reveal a
Okay.
flaw in the civil system, nor did it shake the public's confidence in it. He's simply gone and forgotten. The PSB is really just the tail of our system's body, and the general public only recognizes and understands the system through that tail. That means the system's credibility rests entirely on how well and strictly people judge the tail to be functioning. If the PSB begins doubting the Dominators, it could lead to the public at large having a crisis of confidence in the civil system and our society's order. Are we clear?
I just remembered that the report we submitted was incomplete.
Oh,
That's fine. Please turn in the new version tomorrow morning. Of course, you'll also need to prepare a new explanation for what happened that night that your colleagues will accept.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ginoza. I'm glad to see already that my confidence in you is well placed.
sure.
Next, you are to bring down Shogo Makishima. He must be
Ooh.
isolated from society as soon as possible. But don't
Alright.
harm him. Immediate punishment or execution still requires Sybil's input.
Sure.
Yes, I understand.
Ginoza, it's essential that you bring him to PSB alive.
Yeah.
Then you can leave the rest to me.
Oh
Shogo
god, alright.
Makishima will never again threaten our quest for a more perfect
What the
society.
hell?
Just as Kozaburo
How's he
Toma
to do?
hasn't.
Alright.
Kogami,
You're doing alright, man? Slowly getting, slowly getting better
An
and
old book?
stuff.
Yep. Thanks for coming by.
sure. I took time off. I mean, they
I
made
mean, yeah,
me
it's
take a few days
understandable.
off.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Did you have the funeral yet?
2 days ago.
Oh. Man, that's rough. Of course, it's even harder for her because, she felt responsible and everything.
I see.
I'm so sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Makishima got away because I couldn't kill him.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
You didn't fail. It was your dominator that
exactly.
did. That's what happened, right?
Forensics says there was nothing wrong with the gun. Ginaza's talking to the brass to get more resources for looking into it.
Up till now, Makishima stayed hidden. Maybe he's developed some strategy or trick. A way to always be one step ahead of us on the technologies we employ, like the Dominators.
You're always the detective. That's nice.
You sound like you've already recovered pretty well, too.
Sure.
Well, I can't mope around forever. Not with
Yeah,
Shogo
exactly.
Makishima
Exactly.
still out there. He killed my friend right in
Yeah.
front of me. And he killed yours too.
Man, it seems like we're all going after
Just saying that
Nakashima.
makes me
This is
feel
gonna get
better.
crazy.
I think I'm gonna go now.
I need to
As
rewatch
horrible
that
as
intro,
this
though.
sounds, there is one bright side to this nightmare we're going through. Now we know Makishima is real.
Sure.
No one will ever doubt your police work again. From here on
Exactly,
out,
we
we
all
share the
believe you,
same
man.
goal. We do whatever it takes to get Makishima and avenge our friends' murders.
Tsunemori
go.
is working on a photo fit.
That's right. She's going to do a memory scoop. It's that new process they've developed to visualize a witness's memories by reading their
Okay.
brainwaves directly. Akane. She's hell-bent on constructing the best image yet of Makishima's face. It makes sense.
Yeah,
She's the first person we know of who's actually gotten a clear view of the guy and lived to tell about it.
She'll be forcing herself to relive her best friend's murder. She'll have to
that's
watch
that
that
is
monster
true.
cut Yuki's throat right in front of her again.
I know, and we've all tried stopping her. The worst thing, though, is how it's gonna mess up her psychopaths.
Yeah.
Then why?
She said she won't stop until she brings this guy down, Makishima. Which is why I don't think you have any right to get mad at her, especially considering
You
how
would
much
do.
she sounds like you now that she's
There
all
you go.
obsessed.
You would do the same. You were acting like this pretty much, you know, beginning of the series, you know what I mean?
Is that Kogami?
Yes. Kaguri must have told him about my plans to do a memory
Yeah.
scoop.
Maybe you should talk to him.
It'd be a waste of time. He just tried to convince me it's a bad idea.
Exactly.
Even though he's always taking risks himself.
I don't like it either. Too risky.
I don't think any of
And
us
your
do, but
psychopath
you know.
has already been clouded enough from the murder. Worst case scenario, you would end up becoming a latent criminal yourself.
The chief gave us orders. Do not conduct a public investigation.
Yes, because this is a very sensitive matter. There's an elite team investigating it. Until they release their official report, you're not to tell a soul what happened.
We can't wait for
course.
some secret report. If it's not a public case, it's hard to get clues. We need a clear image of him.
But
If it takes my crime coefficient going up to get the picture, so be it. I don't care if I become an enforcer, as long as we get Makishima.
you shouldn't be flippant about things like that.
Ginaza, it'll be all right. Don't forget, my greatest strength is that my psychopaths won't cloud easily.
Ooh, but this is a different situation. I'm
Okay,
not really
Akane.
sure about that.
We're set.
Thanks.
I really hope it goes well.
I'll be monitoring your physical condition and psychopaths the whole time.
Don't worry, I trust you, Kuranamori.
All right, all right. Relax and leave the rest to me. You'll come through this just fine. Focus your thoughts on the moment when you first met Makishima.
Okay.
Once I can lock in on the specific brain signal from that memory, I'll amplify it. But be
The
prepared
first
for it to
time
cause you
was-
severe
oh, yeah.
emotional distress.
Yeah.
Okay,
that was
I'm ready
obviously
for
the
it.
first time.
Perfect. I'll start now then.
Here we go.
There's a good conversation starter. How do we define criminal? Maybe that dominator you're holding.
What the
Shall we allow the civil system, that which governs it, to decide what I am?
Enforcement action not required. Trigger
Not enough resolve. How very regrettable for you. Your failure has cost your friend's life.
Yuki, no!
Help her!
I'm
That's
trying!
rough.
Inspector, are you okay? Inspector,
Jesus.
come back to us! Hey! Wake up, Akane! Sorry.
Good
Ginaza.
Lord, I mean, it was
Yeah. Are you okay?
it was necessary.
Inspector!
The memory scoop was successful, and
Alright.
I'm already processing an image of Makishima.
How's her psychopath?
So far, so
Nice.
good.
Okay, I was
Her
gonna
hue
say
curve
not
is within
great, but-
regulation value, and her crime coefficient is incredible. It spiked for a moment, but then it stabilized and is already showing signs of recovery.
Inspector
Yeah.
Tsunemori.
Really resilient, huh?
See? I told you it would work.
I can't believe you did it.
He's gonna be surprised too, I think.
They let you out already?
It's because I threatened the doctors.
Wow.
Said I'd burn
Good
down the
Lord.
room if they kept me there any longer.
What
That's
the
the
hell?
code we missed.
I'm kidding. Talk to
Oh,
me.
okay.
Any update on how Inspector Tsunemori's doing?
Still at the nurse's office getting some mental care. But according to what Kuranamori told us earlier, she's supposed to make a full recovery.
Not every day your co-worker's a cute girl with balls made of steel. To be honest, it freaks me out. She goes through all that and her psychopath doesn't even enter the red
she's really
zone.
strong-minded,
What was the plan if something did happen?
Trust me, Ko, you weren't the only one who was asking that. But it's done. And for now, all that matters is our gamble paid off.
That's him.
Shogo Makishima. We already had the folks at Oso Academy look it over. Guess what? Both students and faculty testified that Shogo Makishima is also their former art instructor, Yukimori Shibata.
Really?
That alone's enough to bring him in for the Rikako Oreo case. At the very least, as a person of interest.
And now they're gonna
Now that we have his image, we're searching the recordings of every security camera in the city to see where he's been. You'll never guess the first hit we got. The entrance to Shoko Sugawara's apartment building. Remember her? Also known as Spooky Boogie. Was a victim in the Talisman case.
We also requested and received priority search order with the facial recognition programs for current video feeds. When he shows, we'll be immediately notified.
Tsunemori. She's become a hell of a detective.
I can't believe you want to talk to me alone. What's next? Tomorrow there's a blizzard?
There's 0% chance of precipitation this week.
What are you, a robot? I'm just making an old joke, Inspector.
But that's just how he is.
So, what is it you want?
It's about Inspector Tsunemori. I have some questions.
Yeah, what about the little missy?
Why doesn't her hue get clouded? What's her secret to managing her stress so well?
Why would you think I have the answer?
It just seems like you're closer to her than me.
That's fair.
I doubt I know more about her emotions than you, but one thing I am sure of. The prospect of her crime coefficient changing does not give her any anxiety whatsoever. Let me see if I can put this right. It's like she accepts things as they are. She acknowledges society, then forgives it, then moves on. From this inner peace comes an ability to take risks. She's confident enough to zig when everybody else tells her to zag. And still, she's fully committed to being a detective, even has the skills to be a great one.
Are you trying to tell me that you have lost that commitment?
Maybe. I don't know. See, when I was her age, I had the same belief in justice and society's need for a good detective. Then I had to trade in my pistol for a new gun that could talk back to me. One that would only let me shoot when it had made up its electronic mind that I needed to capture or kill someone. It pissed me the hell off. The gun never said it, but it clearly told me my detective work was obsolete. I dwelled on it, and the angrier I got, the cloudier my psychopath got.
If you question the system that much, why not quit the MWPSB? Instead, you made me and Mom pay the price when you gave up. When you stopped believing in the New Order. God damn it, how can you even stand here and whine about Dominators to me?
You're right, Kinaza. I complain. Talk about taking some stand against the man. And yet I'm still here working a beat.
You began doubting the Sybil system, and then it began doubting you. Whether you liked it or not, a New Order was born, and the world and I moved on without you.
Yeah, and I guess my initial doubts might have even been misplaced. By the time I stopped being angry, and I made my peace with this world, my crime coefficient had stabilized. Man, talk about being late to the party, huh, kid? So, what about you then? Your hue. Are you maintaining a nice clear color on it?
I don't need you pretending to care about my psychopaths. So you can stop with this sad concerned father routine.
Nah, it's more like a subordinate concern for his boss, one who's due for a promotion. It's like what I was saying about my hue clouding up. If you begin questioning your job one day, the next might see you getting frustrated and angry about the world around you, so be careful. I don't want to see you fall into the same spiral that led to me getting labeled a latent criminal, son.
What a amazing scene to end it on. This is perfection. This is, you know? What else can I say? You know, it's just amazing episode after amazing episode after amazing episode. They don't miss. They really don't. What an amazing line. I read that line before many times. Whoa.
We've identified you, and you're at the end of the line. Shogo.
Oh, baby. Here we go. We're doing it. I think starting next episode, we're gonna really just, you know, get into it with him. You know, we're gonna try and stop him because, you know, like she said, we've done it. We've identified him. And I need to see that intro again, like I said, because, you know, it really was just, you know, all of them against him. This is about to get insane, man. Oh my god. Dude, this is just, I don't know what it's reminding me of, but I don't want to say Death Note because that's not really, you know, it's definitely, the parallels are there, but it's just, I think it's something else, but I can't quite think of it. The you know, the visuals and, you know, the art style and, you know, the animation, that part of it, you know, Cowboy Bebop, you know, definitely Cowboy Bebop. Especially, you know, that intro, I don't know, something about it was just really, it really just, you know, reminded me of Cowboy Bebop. You know, another amazing anime, but yeah. This is about to get insane. I think it is Death Note because, you know, of course I won't get into detail and stuff, but, you know, if you guys haven't seen Death Note, you know, I would recommend it. I would highly recommend it. You know, if you are a fan of this show, you would love Death Note. I mean, so far, you know, I think Death Note's better, but I mean, we'll see once we get to the end because it could end up being better than Death Note because, I mean, overall, you know, Death Note was amazing, but, you know, it could have been absolutely unbelievable if something didn't happen. But, you know, like I said, I won't get into detail with that. But yeah, it's just amazing. You know, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into the really intense, you know, just, it really is just gonna be us trying to find him, you know, trying to stop him, and, you know, it's just gonna be insane, man. You know, the second half of this show is, oh man, I can't wait. I think it's gonna be better than the first half, and, you know, the first half was absolutely amazing. So yeah, the conversation at the beginning was interesting too, because, you know, that was obviously another flashback with Toma, right? I think it was Toma. He's voiced by, oh man, I was saying it during the episode. That's my guy right there. Good lord, I'm so bad with names, man. Oh man. J. Michael Tatum. Yeah, J. Michael Tatum. Obviously, I mean, I think he's done a bunch of, you know, anime dubs. Yeah, I think so. He's done so many, man. It's actually crazy. But yeah, no, mainly, of course, Steins Gate, you know, probably my favorite anime of all time. You know, so it was good to, you know, hear him in this again. But no, the intro was just so awesome. I don't know, the visuals were just amazing. You know, the symbolism was there. But I think towards the end was the part that I'm really, you know, interested in. You know, it was really, I don't know, I'm just really curious about that, because, you know, it's obviously all of them walking towards him, and then, yeah, of course, we get this amazing scene with, I don't think we got her name, but, you know, she's pretty cool, so she, you know, I mean, she's really intelligent, obviously. You know, without her, we wouldn't have been able to figure everything out, you know what I mean, if she didn't, you know, first of all, yeah, you know, she did tell, you know, some really just important information that most people don't know, so that's going to be useful as well. You know, obviously initially you got a negative reaction out of him because of all the time that he spent suffering and just all the time that they spent on that case, you know what I mean, but, you know, of course she, you know, pretty much revealed that they had all this information that wasn't released, you know what I mean, it wasn't, and, you know, that frustrated him, but, you know, that's how it is, you know what I mean, sometimes that's just how it is, you know, and I'm sure in real life that's how it is as well, but yeah, Akane is just the best, you know, she's just awesome. Kogami was great in this one as well, you know, obviously, you know, Zoe's right about, you know, the fact that he sees a lot of, you know, Kogami and Akane as well, because, you know, there are a lot of similarities there, because of course, I mean, the obviously the big one is that they both suffered, you know, because of Makishima and everything, you know, they both suffered awful things, and, you know, that's something that they can really just, you know, relate to, you know what I mean, that's something that they can talk about, and, you know, they've both experienced that, and, you know, that's obviously gonna motivate both of them to stop Makishima and, you know, put an end to all this, and, you know, it's just insane, you know, obviously she's very, you know, resilient, you know what I mean, very strong-minded to, you know, go through all that, you know, basically just re-experience it, you know, the horrible, just moment that she had, you know, maybe the worst moment of her life, you know what I mean, losing her best friend, and, you know, obviously it happened in front of her eyes, which, you know, is way worse, and, you know, re-experiencing it was not easy, but she did it, and you gotta give credit, and then, yeah, even this last scene was incredible. I just feel like every scene is incredible in this show, but, you know, yeah, obviously, yeah, we have all the information now, which is interesting too, you know, obviously the three of them, Yayoi, Kaguri, and Kogami, you know, they have, you know, pretty much everything, it seems like, you know, all the just history with, you know, everything that, everyone that he's been involved with which, you know, we've seen throughout the course of the show, and even before, I feel like he's totally been involved with, you know, other people and stuff. I'm sure he has, but, you know, that's useful as well, you know, they pretty much have everything. I mean, what do they not have at this point? You know what I mean? They have everything about him. They have his name, you know, they have all the history, they have all the information that they need, pretty much. You know, all that's left is to take action, and that's exactly what we're gonna do in the next one, I assume. So yeah, I'm gonna, you know, make a cut, and then, yeah, I'll be back with episode number 14. Hey guys, we are back to continue the rest of this video. We got Psycho-Pass, we got episodes 14, 15, and probably 16. I'm not sure. I think I will do 16 because, you know, of course, that is what you guys wanted me to do. So, yeah, I'll do through 16. I don't have 16 on my computer, that's why I'm kind of saying that. Because I thought initially I was going to do 13 to 15. Because, first of all, I didn't have time, and then I also, I looked at the, you know, the votes, and, you know, 13 to 15 was actually winning. So, but yeah, no, now it's obviously 13 to 16. I recorded episode 13 probably like I don't even know, it might be like almost a week now. It's been so long, man. But yeah, I just didn't get to continue it. I had a birthday that day that I recorded it, so I couldn't continue. And then, yeah, the next day, just, not just the next day, just the following days were really busy. And yeah, I couldn't do it. I haven't even been doing anything in terms of, this channel. But yeah, this is it. I'm going to get back into it with this. I'm going to finish this, and then, yeah, I'm probably going to do one more video today. And yeah, we left off with, what the hell, dude? It really has been a long time. Where did we leave off? It was episode 13, obviously, yeah, because episode 12 was, yeah, because I did 5 to 8, and then I did 9 to 12. The last one of the last set was really interesting. That was the whole, oh god, I just realized I don't have my thing with me. I'm just gonna have to remember the names then, because oh god, that's fine. I mean, I don't know, with me you never know, but episode 12 was great, and then yeah, episode 13 was the, man, I'm really struggling. Episode 13. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. We're setting up. Yeah. We're setting up all of the things that are gonna, come to fruition with Makishima. And I'm just looking forward to whenever that happens, because, it's been built up throughout the entire series, pretty much. And, I've also, talked about it, of course, in terms of when they're going to, finally face each other, Makishima and, oh man, Kogami. Yeah, Kogami, there you go. Yeah, that's gonna be insane. I don't think it's gonna be in this video. I highly doubt it. There's 22 episodes, right? So, we're looking at like 10 episodes, right? Yeah. No, 9 episodes, yeah. I think now it's 9, yeah. Because I did the episode 13. Yeah, so there's 9 episodes left. No, not that many. Oh, Lord, I can't speak. Not that many. We're not, like, super far. Yeah, we're, like, getting there. We're really not that far away from the end, so. I mean, yeah, if we do 13 to 16 year, I mean, I highly doubt I'd do 17 to 22. I mean, I could do that, but no. I'll probably just do 17 to 19, and then, 20 to 22. So, yeah, I think we will probably get it in that final video. I'm not sure. I have no idea with the show, of course, it's just really unpredictable. But no, it was amazing. Obviously, yeah, Akane was just the best. I mean, what's new, you know what I mean? She's just amazing. She was able to, withstand all of that, just trauma, you know what I mean? The physical and, emotional and mental, just fortitude that she had to have to go through all that. And, of course, yeah, we managed to finally get the characters did. We obviously had a good look, but they finally managed to get a good look at Makishima, and now they know who Makishima is. They know pretty much everything about him. Yeah, I think, yes, they also know where he lives. They literally, saw all that. They looked at all of that, so this is going to be really interesting. I think it's going to get, it's already just amazing. The show's amazing, but I think it's just going to keep getting better and better. As I try to find episode 14. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This was way too long. 5 minutes, good lord. Yeah, let's jump into episode 14. I don't really know what to expect, Obviously, yeah, we're going to continue, we're going to continue the whole Makishima stuff, and, I think this lighting should be good. I actually don't know. It doesn't look great, but I think it should be fine. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, that looks a lot better, actually. Yeah. Actually, I'll be back real quick. Alrighty, guys. Managed to get the lighting to be as good as I want it to be, and yeah, we're here. We are here to jump into episode 14. So let's do just that in 3, 2, 1, and play. Here we go. There you go, that should be... Wait, is this another, like... I'm getting the feeling this is another one of Makishima's...
Hi, can we help you?
I need you to give me the medicine written on this paper.
Okay.
Sorry, we can't give this to you. Psychotropic substances are only administered at authorized facilities, and besides, you need a prescription, biological data...
You don't get it, do you?
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Help me!
Good Lord. Well, we're starting off hot.
I'm coming to save you. Come on, give
What
me the
the
medicine,
hell?
lady.
Oh, God. What the fuck? What a way to start. That was a really just... really intense way to start. But, I mean, with this show, like I said, you know, you never know what could happen at any moment. I'm gonna just... I think this should... Yeah, there you go. Oh, man. Oh, Kogami.
Your attention,
Sweet
please.
poison.
This is the
Oh,
Criminal
God.
Investigation Department of the Public Safety Bureau. For your protection, access to this block is currently restricted. Please keep moving. Do not stop.
Here we go. Yeah. Like I said, you know, it takes a lot to, you know, go through all this and, you know, still be as strong as she is. Wow.
I think I know what's going through your head right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
pretty,
Mr. Kogami.
you know, easy to tell.
But today, just focus on the case at hand.
Okay, got it.
All right, talk to me. What do we have?
Well, let's see. The crime itself was about as straightforward as these kind of things get.
Pretty much,
The
yeah.
perp waltzed right through the door like he owned the place, killed the 2 pill jockeys, helped himself to whatever meds he came here looking for today,
Yeah.
and then calmly walked out as if nothing happened.
The security cameras were able to capture the whole ordeal.
What is up with that freaky helmet there? You know he's suspicious just by looking at him.
Of
Maybe,
course.
but just looking suspicious isn't enough to set off any alarms. From the moment he set foot in the pharmacy, his psychopath showed a normal value and his hue remained clear. The log is recorded on the scanner too.
Oh, great. Does that mean we've got another freak like that Makishima guy on our hands?
I mean,
someone who can commit cold-blooded murder,
did
keeping their psychopaths
question
normal?
it, but I don't know.
I'm thinking the helmet is the key here. It
Yeah,
must have some
yeah, I
binding
mean,
feature.
that's pretty obvious.
It's deceiving the somatic scans. The man who got the jump on Inspector Tsunemori, this Makishima, he might have used a similar device.
Wait, are you serious? Are you saying that a stupid helmet could be all somebody needs to fake their psychopaths?
If it was simply blocking the cymatic scan, that would be tech I could understand. But of course, that alone wouldn't be enough to get past security. Because if someone who couldn't be scanned tried to enter, an alarm would go off immediately.
The problem we have here is the scanner successfully detected the intruder's psychopath, and yet somehow it determined he had a clear hue of a fine, upstanding citizen who couldn't even hurt a fly.
So did he crack the system then?
No, that's just not possible.
It really is similar to Makishima, but I'm not sure.
Everything happened in a short period
Because
of
obviously
time.
his
There's no way for someone
psychopath,
to
you know what I
open
mean?
data
He
without
was
leaving
able
any kind
to.
of trace.
The current security system is founded on the assumption that a somatic scan is reliable. It's because of that assumption that anyone whose psychopath checks out is considered incapable of causing trouble and is let in. There's no risk.
Even when actual assaults or thefts occur, the drone's AI isn't equipped with the ability to identify such actions as crimes. Since everyone's psychopath is scanned, their judgment's based on that.
That means we don't have any methods left to prevent crimes like this. Nothing. This whole city is unprotected.
Man, that's rough. Oh man. Dude, what is he? Makishima is just... He himself was, you know, pretty much unbeatable, but, you know, now that...
Exactly. So I told him, that's not my job, okay? Get somebody else to do that for you. After that, he just had this stupid look on his face, like he didn't know whether to yell or cry. It was awful. Hey, what do you want with me?
Okay, boy, that is so just... disturbing. Good lord. What the hell? Doing it in front of everyone, though. Really? Jesus. What the hell?
I detect that you are experiencing high level of stress. It is recommended that you seek help immediately from a specialized mental health facility. Are you distressed? The Ministry of Welfare's urban service helps everyone live a happier and healthier life. Has someone been injured or suddenly become ill? Would you like to request an ambulance from the nearest emergency hospital? Please be advised that you'll be charged an uninsured service fee.
Now that right there is some phenomenal stuff.
In the old days, it was normal for people to physically lock their front doors. Because the doubting of others was the basis for maintaining order then.
Did you get that from one of Mr. Masaoka's stories about the past?
Yeah. Guess they're not totally useless. Anyway, now we don't have to doubt, or approach other people with cautious skepticism. You know that those strangers you see on the street aren't going to hurt you, because each one of them has had their psychopaths verified. The society maintains its order based on that assumption. But if,
keeps
like
things
that
in check.
helmeted man, people come to find out there's a way to deceive the somatic scans, there will be panic.
Yeah, it'll pretty much ruin everything.
Or if word gets out about the existence of Makishima.
Yeah, of course.
What is it?
An elevated area stress level warning's been issued in the Setagaya ward, but shelving that for now. There's a rather disturbing video that's just been uploaded on the net. Here, look.
Good lord.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Not nice to look at.
It's begun.
This is just... what's happening?
Makishima is behind this crime.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it has to be.
Of course.
As soon as I see someone like that, I mean, it has to be Makishima, you know?
Ko, what are you thinking?
This isn't just some random act.
Yeah.
It's more like a seismic event that shakes our very foundation.
Whoa, that's crazy. When they said they were gonna demo it, they weren't messing around. We should go now.
What the hell? Man, this guy.
Impressive how much the
Genius.
area's stress level has elevated in such a short time.
A sigh of relief. Good lord, man.
Hello. This will work. The plan doesn't need to be revised. You're being ridiculous. It's just one person killing another, that's all. Nothing particularly serious has happened.
Who's he talking to?
The really serious stuff is yet to come. Listen, you're the only one who I've shared the entire plan with. I'm counting on you.
I hope we're gonna get to see who that is, but...
Hard to believe that goes down in the middle of a crowded street. What the hell happened to this city? I tell you, it's out of control.
Do you think it's the same perpetrator from the pharmacy attack?
Well, I'd say it's more than likely. He's getting more brazen, though.
Of course, yeah.
In front of all these people.
Yeah, that's what I was, I was surprised. I mean, what do you want them to do?
Much the same. They say they couldn't understand what they were seeing. I don't think we can judge them. Someone getting killed right in front of you?
Yeah, exactly.
Can't
I mean,
imagine
what can you really do?
The idea wouldn't cross your mind.
Yeah.
Every one of these people had gone through their lives without ever considering it. We all grew up believing this wasn't possible.
And in the end, not a single one felt the need to report the incident. So the
Okay, that's a little bit, yeah,
warning
that's a
was
little
the only
bit
way we were able to know something was wrong.
Yeah, but humans weren't alone in missing what was in front of them.
Of all things, he kills the girl right under a psychopath scanner. So does that mean any change in the culprit's hue would have been monitored in real time?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
Alright.
He managed to maintain a normal value yet again. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is the most Makishima thing I've ever seen.
When he's striking her dead, it registers only
How?
a minor fluctuation.
Is there any chance that the value itself could have been faked this time?
No way. Fabricating a psychopath just isn't possible, unless he's lugging around a supercomputer.
Hey, wait a second. Now this is really bizarre.
Oh?
Yes, value
What is
makes
it?
no sense.
It's more than that. It looks too much like an onlooker's reaction. Check this out. That graph there charts the area stress level. It matches up perfectly with the change in the murderer's hue.
Whoa. Whoa.
You're right.
If that's true,
Yeah.
this guy's mental state was the exact same as the witnesses watching him
What
kill her.
the fuck?
I wonder if they'll
What
be able to
the
see through that
fuck?
little trick right away.
This is a simple but impressive trick.
What the fuck?
Although I'm afraid it can be a bit limited as well.
Wait, what?
I think the reception range is only about 30 meters. But if there's even one person within that range who has a clear color, then it doesn't matter what you're thinking inside the helmet, or what you do while you're wearing it. The folks at the CID will probably notice soon that there was another person in the vicinity with the exact same hue. Assuming they combed through the scan data of everyone who was at the scene.
Wow. Holy shit. Dude, this just made him even more just like unstoppable. What do you even do?
Inspectors, we've got another emergency.
What is it this time?
There are reports that an armored car was attacked on the freeway.
An armored car? They must be crazy.
Hey, Shion. The guys who did this were wearing helmets too, right?
Excellent guess. Yes, they were. There were 3 of them, and they were armed with shop tools. This case is separate from the one you're working.
How do we proceed?
We'll split up into 2 separate teams. Kagari and Kanizuka, I want you to come with me.
Okay.
Got it. You guys keep looking for the pharmacy attacker. We'll go after the armored car hijackers.
Hey, so these guys are armed with real weapons, huh? Which means that if this thing doesn't work on them, we're gonna be totally outmatched and defenseless. Isn't that right, Gino?
Just focus on what needs to be done here. Now let's go.
Alrighty.
I have to wonder, why would our suspect do all of this?
Well, the most common reason would be...
What is it?
I can't believe we missed that. Since the crimes are so unusual, of course they appear to be totally random at first. But the second attack? Brutality like that only makes sense If the killer had a motive.
Yep.
What now?
You got it.
I'm busy.
Can you check something for me?
I'm kinda in the middle of checking a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
It'll just take a second. I'm only asking you because you're the goddess of information analysis.
Sure.
Sweetie, when it comes to me, flattery will get you whatever you want.
Sure.
What is it?
The victim, Hiroko Fuji. She have any sort of trouble in her past?
If she did, it wasn't anything big enough to go on a record.
What about people she knew? Anyone who hasn't gone outside in a while?
You're looking for a shut-in now?
Not a shut-in. I'm looking for somebody who knows he'd be sent to therapy immediately if he gets anywhere near a street scanner.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. How about this guy? Name's Junmei Ito.
Okay.
He's one of her colleagues, or he was. It seems he's been out sick for about 2 weeks, so he's been issued a healthcare directive.
He lives in Tsurumaki. That's not far from here.
He ain't home.
Bingo.
Yep. Good lord. What the?
If this is the state of mind this creep's been in lately,
Yeah.
then it's no wonder he was afraid to leave the apartment.
Crime coefficient 32.
There he is.
Target is a registered inspector.
Oh, those red eyes. Oh my god.
We have to follow him.
Before we do that, I need to check something out.
Right.
Crime coefficient 32. Target is a registered inspector. Warning. Any rebellious conduct by an
So that's how they do it.
Hmm.
I figured out their little magic
Really?
trick.
Nice.
Shion, any uninhabited blocks near me?
Why? What's all this about? What's going on?
The suspect's able to copy the psychopaths of a nearby person.
Oh.
The helmet itself is doing a somatic scan of the people around him.
Oh, right.
So if we can get him somewhere with no people
Yeah,
in
exactly.
range,
Exactly.
That helmet will
So that's,
be
yeah,
useless.
that makes sense. That's why, you know, he did it in
Let's
public,
see.
you know, around all those people.
There's a
But then,
storage building 4 blocks up. It's fully automated, so nobody's inside.
We'll chase him into it. Send any drones in the area.
Yep, you got it.
You heard the plan, right, Pops? Go circle around and cut him off.
Yep.
As for you, Inspector, don't get too close to Ito. Otherwise, we'll have the same problem as before.
yeah.
Got it.
Your attention, please. This is the Criminal Investigation Department of the Public Safety Bureau. This is the Criminal Investigation Department of the Public Safety Bureau.
Keep it up, guys.
Yeah?
You're almost
Doing really
there.
well. That end, man.
Crime
Time's up.
282. Target is a registered enforcer. Status. Enforce at will. Trigger safety now released.
Oh, gee, how kind of you.
Nice.
All the way up to 282 now, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thought of killing him may have crossed my mind.
How you like seeing someone with your psychopaths getting shot down?
Hey, I'm just glad the thing didn't turn into an eliminator.
Yeah.
It looks as though you were able to lose your tail.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Ooh.
When they can't use their dominators, the MWPSB are harmless.
You want to know something? You aren't very smart.
Here they are.
I mean, you gotta either be stupid or crazy to meet us here alone like this. Now we know you
Oh, little do you know, you fucking idiot.
we're dangerous. You should have taken
Wow,
precautions.
little does he know.
This was
You have no idea who you're talking to.
awareness, to encourage those people to live like human beings, and to stop trudging through their sad, idle lives like livestock. Huh? The masses have been misled by Sybil. They've forgotten how to assess the danger in front of them. Well, in that sense, they're like you. You're every bit as naive as all those pitiful sheep.
Jesus.
Oh, is that so?
Oh my god. Dude. Wow. He's not even trying either. Good lord. Oh my god.
It really is
Jesus.
quite a terrible shame.
Fucking hell. Good lord. Whoa, holy, ooh. I really do appreciate how, I think this is the same ED. I appreciate how the visuals are different every time. Is this a new, this might be new. Yeah, it's the same, yeah. Same song, different visuals. This is really nice. I like this. I like this way of doing it, you know. I think it works for this show. Yeah, my classic line. I'll never walk alone. All alone with you. Alright. Really cool way to do it, though. Really cool way to do it. I really like how they did it like that. It's just nice to, you know, try it, you know? Alrighty. That was episode number 14. And of Psychopaths, and it was amazing. I mean, I feel like from here on out, you know, every episode's gonna be amazing. You know, I really don't think there's gonna be a single one that's, you know, off it or anything. I think every single one is gonna be amazing, and you know, the consistency has been one of the best qualities, in my opinion, of the show. And yeah, it's really interesting because, you know, in a way, I mean, I didn't not think we were going to, you know, figure out, you know, as much as we did in this episode. You know what I mean? I really thought it would take longer, you know, for us to figure out, you know, how he was, how do I say, you know, managing the psychopaths, you know what I mean? You know, I really thought that would take a while, but no, you know, it was, I mean, when you have Kogami on your side, you know, it really helps, you know, because he's really intelligent, you know, probably not as intelligent as Makishima, but, you know, who is, you know what I mean? And you never know. I mean, I think they're both up there, you know, Kogami and Makishima, but, you know, I mean, that's why they're gonna, you know, face each other in that, you know, in that tower, just like we saw in the first episode. But I really thought it wouldn't be that easy, but no, you know, he figured it out. So apparently, yeah, he's, you know, they're copying the psychopaths of, you know, the people around them. So pretty much, yeah, all you need to do is just isolate them, you know what I mean, so that they're not anywhere near anyone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I still don't think it's gonna be that easy, because I don't know, I just feel like he's gonna find other ways to try to just trick them, and, you know, I don't know. Something about that, it just seems too easy. You know what I mean? Like, if you isolate them, you win. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna figure out other ways, you know, to try and, I don't know, manipulate the psychopaths. But no, it was amazing. You know, Makishima's just, I mean, he's just a badass, you know. I still don't know. I really don't know how we're supposed to even stand a chance against him. You know, he's pretty much just doing his own thing. You know, he's been, obviously, yeah, he's been having other people, you know, pretty much be his puppets, you know, his pets, you know, whatever you want to call it, you know, working for him. And, you know, of course, it definitely, you know, raises the question of, you know, when he's gonna get involved, you know, when he's actually gonna be the one to, and of course that will more than likely be the moment where the two of them will meet, you know what I mean? And that's just, oh man, that moment is just gonna be amazing. I can't wait. But yeah, amazing stuff. We had, you know, Akane wasn't too, I don't know, I don't really think she was too, like, you know, she didn't really play too big of a role in this one. You know, I do appreciate, you know, I think it's nice how they're continuing her character, you know what I mean? Because it shows how she's going through, you know, normal things and everything, you know what I mean? Because, of course, it's not easy to, like I said, go through everything she has went through, and, you know, it's still affecting her, you know, mentally, and, you know, it's not something that she can just get off her mind right away, you know what I mean? It definitely is something that's lingering, you know what I mean? And, you know, of course, you know, I also appreciate Kogami, you know, trying to, you know, help her out, and, you know, telling her to, you know, focus on this one, you know, on this mission. And, you know, of course it worked, because, yeah, she, you know, momentarily forgot about it. But, you know, of course, like I said, it's not going to be something that you can just forget about. But yeah, I think that's it. You know, it wasn't the most insane episode. You know, I think for sure the biggest takeaway was the psychopath manipulation, and you know how he was capable of doing all that. You know, the fact that we figured that out and everything really is helpful. But other than that, I mean, you know, the helmets were cool. You know, of course, yeah, that was definitely a, you know, cool way to do it. You know, that was, you know, of course, you know, it just adds more onto just the different ways that he can just, I don't even know, be a mastermind, you know what I mean? Because he's shown it in so many ways in this show already, you know, how he can just manipulate and you know, just have them be his puppets, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I really don't know what we're supposed to do. I think I'm gonna make a cut real quick, and then, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do 16, actually. I might change my mind. We'll do 15, and then we'll see, because I don't know, I don't know, a few things, depending on a few things, but yeah, amazing stuff. And yeah, I can't wait to be back with you guys and do episode number 15. Hey guys, alrighty, let's do this. Let's jump into episode 15 of Psycho Pass. Let's do this. I'm super excited. You know, last episode was amazing. And yeah, just, you know, a few minute break, you know, just took care of a few things. And yeah, let's do it. Let's jump into episode 15 in 3, 2, 1, and play. Oh. Alrighty, we're again straight into it, right, just like last episode. I'm really interested in what his end goal is, though, you know what I mean? Because he's doing all this, you know what I mean? The entire... Whoa, okay. The entire, you know, city, or, you know, the entire town, or, you know what I mean, is affected by it. Oh, wow, these... These comments are... Man, what the hell? Dude, he really is just like, what the hell? He's getting everyone. How the hell are we supposed to... What are we even supposed to do here? Oh God. What the hell?
Give me your portable terminals and credit cards, and the passwords
what
too.
The fuck? Yeah. Everyone's trying to figure out a way to, like, you know, combat it and go against it, but you can't do anything. I saw it on the news, and I can convert that cash without laundering, so I want it now.
We don't keep cash. We thought that wouldn't be safe.
What the hell are we... Huh. Man, we're really going... I wasn't expecting to, you know, go down this... You know what I mean? Go down this road with the whole helmets and everything. But I mean, I'm definitely here for it. It's definitely amazing. The town was so for falls.
Okay, class. We've gathered all the top honor students from this fine institution. Today's lesson won't be easy. Do you realize how unfair it is? You've all got promising futures, and us, we've got shit. We know we're gonna fail at everything before we even try.
Oh God. Good Lord. What the hell? Jesus.
Why are you doing this?
You monsters! Stop this!
We're not monsters, lady. The civil system is the monster. Some program makes its judgment on us, then we're damned for the rest of our lives. No decent job, no hope for the future. Since the system decided to bless you, you wouldn't understand what that's like, would you?
This is just so disturbing. What the fuck?
Hey, what's your problem, man?
We saw you earlier. You were wearing one of those helmets.
So you think you can run around causing all kinds of chaos and then just take off that helmet and pretend you got no idea what's going on? No, you've got it wrong. Please, if you don't believe me, just check my hearing.
Thanks to you damn helmet people, the area stress level is shooting through the roof now. We won't let you drag us all into this mess.
Good
So
Lord.
you're sure our own crime coefficient coefficients won't go up because of this, right?
Yeah, don't worry. I saw something online about it earlier. It said if you're acting in self-defense or you're hurting a criminal, then your crime coefficient will actually go down.
Good lord.
It's several hundred cases now. It keeps on climbing.
It's like a contagion. I can't believe the psychohazard has gotten this big.
I don't think psychohazard.
That's exactly what I was saying. I really did not expect for it to.
The area stress level is skyrocketing. At this point, it's not just people in helmets who are rampaging. We've got terrified citizens committing mass violence all over the place.
Chief Kase just
Making
issued an
everyone
emergency
lose their
summons.
minds, pretty much.
She's calling in all CID personnel, whether on duty or not.
Do you feel restless?
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't in this situation? We have no idea what kind of future's waiting for us, or what's gonna happen to this city now.
You can be rather normal in the ways you act and the things you like. I appreciate that side of you. I think we're both essentially ordinary people. I've never thought of myself as having champagne taste. I like a simple world where common things are done in common ways. I suppose you could say that I'm a man of the people.
We are ordinary, it's true, and that's why we're doing all this. It's this town that isn't normal.
Yes, this abnormal town. How should I put it? The city is like a parody of the sort of novels I used to read when I was younger.
Oh yeah, what kind? Like a William Gibson book?
More like Philip K. Dick. Not as controlling as the societies George Orwell depicted in his work, and not quite as wild as those in Gibson's either.
Philip K. Dick, huh? Never read him. So if I wanted to check him out, which one should I read first?
Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? It's a classic.
There's an old movie based on that, isn't there?
The content's quite different. You should compare them when you have time someday.
Then I'll go ahead and download it right now.
No. Find the paperback. E-books lack character.
Got all the same words, don't they?
Physical books are more than the words they contain. They're also tools to stimulate your senses and adjust your thinking.
How do you mean?
When I don't feel well, I'll stare at a page forever before realizing I haven't absorbed a word. When that happens, I try to understand why. What's gotten in my way? On the other hand, there are books I can take in effortlessly, no matter how awful I'm feeling. Why do those books draw me in? I think it may be a sort of mental tuning. It's the feeling of the paper against my fingers, that familiar smell of pulp and glue, the momentary stimulation to my brain when I turn each page. These sensations regulate and focus my brain. They make it work better.
Well, that's discouraging. Why is it every time I talk to you, I leave feeling like there's something I've been missing out on my whole life up to now?
I mean, that's how it is.
I sure hope so.
It's almost time.
Should we head out?
I must say I'm surprised.
Why?
It seems too good to be true that an outstanding hacker would like Gibson.
The metropolitan area is now facing an unprecedented crisis. Ever since the introduction of the Sybil system, it has been assumed that mass civilian rioting would be impossible. Because of that assumption, the MWPSB has neither the personnel nor the equipment to efficiently suppress a mob. We've been blessed with peace for too long. Our technicians are currently working to update the border security drones with non-lethal weapons, but that will take time, and the situation on the ground demands immediate action. Until a full-fledged suppression unit is completed, we have no choice but to have those of you at the CID act as our last remaining shield. It will be up to you to keep our citizens safe.
Dude, oh my god, is it actually gonna come down to it though? I feel like it might. I mean, you know, it's of course spreading really quickly.
Best weapon against individuals wearing these. For confrontations with large crowds, I'm authorizing the use of our emergency electromagnetic pulse grenades. Once the surge current shuts down the helmets, you can use your Dominators for normal enforcement action, but be careful. If the electromagnetic pulse from a grenade is generated in the wrong place, city functions could be disabled too, which will only increase unrest and make our job even harder.
How many of these grenades do we have?
Not very many. If the number in our inventory is accurate, enough to give each officer in this room 2. You'll be assembling into teams of 3. Each team will be assigned an area where you'll suppress the riots, block by block. The work will be time-consuming and dangerous, but it's the only option we have. The future of the city is at stake. I'm counting
in your
on
hands.
you all.
This is insane. What is happening?
I knew it was going to be dangerous walking this path with you.
And yet you never felt like turning back, did you?
Because of the civil system. This society thinks we're mad. I say people who are perfectly happy entrusting their lives to some nonsense program are the ones who need their heads checked. I'm a foreigner. I'm grateful I've been able to live in this country at all. At least that's what I'd like to say. But you put it best, Mr. Makishima. We just want the chance to do common things in a common way.
I was born and raised here, so it's much more personal.
Of course,
this is the only home I know.
These men are believers. They want to see what lies beyond the destruction you'll cause.
That's the pressing question, isn't it? If there is something past this good. If not, I'll accept that too. How's the information doctoring going?
The AI program I set up is already at work.
Alright.
Makishima's outdone himself this time.
Now hold on.
It's pretty clear that he has.
We haven't found conclusive evidence that Makishima has anything to do with these helmets. Right now, that's only a theory.
Come on, think about it. If any normal person in the city even considered making equipment to bypass the civil system, their hue would get clouded immediately. And yet someone was able to design, mass produce, and
we know
distribute
exactly what
these
it
things.
is.
That
We
must
know.
have taken months. The ordering of parts, the logistics. There's no way to do all of that while avoiding every scanner. Only someone who could slip right under the civil system's nose without wearing that helmet could make the helmet in the first place.
Holy crap. A mass psychohazard that uses a blind spot in the civil system, huh? So that's what Makishima's been working toward?
Doubtful.
What?
As unstable as that man is, he's always searching for some answer through his criminal actions. These riots are terrible, but it's hard to believe that this chaos is his ultimate goal.
I agree with you.
No, exactly.
If he was
I
just
said
some
it too.
nut job who
What's
found
his end
enjoyment
goal?
in watching a riot like this, it'd be a whole lot easier to catch.
Aw man, things are bad on the internet too. Looks like there are a whole lot of false rumors mixed in with the truth.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's trying to cause. He's trying to cause panic, yeah, exactly.
Now, would it? Look at some of these. The MWPSB is killing people at random.
We have to stop them.
Why don't you put the pedal to the floor and take out a bunch of them all at the same time?
I can't do that.
Yeah, come on.
I thought it was a good idea.
What about that is good? This is the MWPSB. Stop this violence immediately. Drop all weapons and lay on your stomach with your hands behind your head.
I highly doubt they're gonna.
Looks like force is our only option.
Yeah, nice job. Pretty good.
Give him another warning.
I repeat, this is the MWPSB. If you don't obey and surrender immediately, we'll use the Dominators. Depending on your crime coefficient, you could lose your life. This is your final warning. Lay on your stomach with your hands behind your head.
Damn it.
Alright. I actually didn't expect that, but yeah.
This is crap.
I mean,
the helmet people are the
it was
bad
definitely
guys, not
intimidating.
us. We had to defend ourselves since you incompetent idiots let all these helmets get out on the street, and nobody was helping us.
Shut your mouth. That doesn't justify you beating people to death.
Yep.
What's wrong?
These people are victims too.
Yeah, they're average citizens. They wouldn't have turned violent if they hadn't been so afraid.
No, not them. All the people in these helmets. Yeah, they broke the law, but but they won't stand a chance of real justice with these mobs. They'll be hunted like animals. The masses won't care who did what or the burden of proof. They'll just want revenge. They've been whipped into a frenzy. All those nasty false rumors on the web are making it a whole lot worse. I think Makishima's been planting those stories to get what he wants.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
the mastermind
I wouldn't put it past him.
Or his partner in crime. We already know that one of the two is an extremely skilled hacker. They couldn't have pulled off those earlier stunts.
Man, I love Kogami so much, man.
Look at the faces of those people who took off their helmets and surrendered. They're not hardened criminals. They're trash who found themselves with a free pass to get back at the world. Makishima played them like violins.
Wait, if you're right about all this, then the masks are just the first part of his plan.
We should suppose that everything is going exactly as he wanted. And that he predicted the MWPSB's reaction as well. Quick, Inspector. Can you bring up all the riot locations? And which areas we're focusing on first?
Hold on. Here we go.
Looks to me like a feint. What if this thing was prearranged so that the riots would intensify at those places just to lure all the CID detectives away from their real target?
If that's true, oh no.
These past 5 years, I've been frantically trying to grasp the truth of the Sybil system and how it functions. Distributed parallel processing by servers installed at various locations around the city. An ideal system of redundancy and fault tolerance that could withstand any danger. Those are the catchphrases the Ministry of Welfare uses to praise themselves in the press. So I started dissecting their claims. Measuring and analyzing the psychopaths of every citizen requires a great deal of computation. Naturally, it's not possible to coordinate the tasks over a large network without some sort of grid computing and middleware. But the more I investigated, the more I realized the flow of data was clearly strange. You have the scanners throughout town, the authorized counseling AIs, and the dominators. At first, the data appeared to be processed throughout the grid, but it was actually just being passed from one place to another untouched. All these processors exchanging data, but none of them actually doing the processing. Then I found something. A single relay point that every communication goes through at least once. If a standalone system the public doesn't know about is carefully hidden at that relay point, and that one secret machine is managing all of Sybil's processing and computation, then suddenly it makes sense.
I always knew you were a genius.
Oh man.
It makes sense logically, that is, but there are still a ton of mysteries to unravel, like its capacity.
I mean, that's
if it's really a standalone system, it's exhibiting a throughput that's not possible with existing technologies. And then there's the question of why. From a security standpoint, you wouldn't put everything in one place.
Of course,
it's too risky, no matter how you slice it.
Unless they have a secret so big, they'd sooner have the whole system collapse than let the public discover the truth.
My thought exactly. And that's just too suspicious for me to resist. When you know there's something behind the curtain, you have to look. It's time to see what the Sybil system actually
Holy
is.
shit, here we go.
So, you tracked it back to this facility. Now I understand.
This is the common relay point for every byte of data collected by the cymatic scans. Plus, there are clear traces of the power consumption in this area being faked. I'm almost positive that the Sybil system is in there, somewhere inside the Ministry of Welfare's Nona Tower.
Well, in that case, what are you men waiting for? Let's uncover the heart of the great prophetess.
Alright. This is gonna be such a massive cliffhanger, isn't it?
His real goal is to attack the Ministry of Welfare's Nona Tower. The riots are nothing but a diversion.
Come on! Are you telling me you left your post based on groundless speculation? People's lives are at stake!
But with all the inspectors and enforcers in the field, the government district in the Chuo ward has been left completely undefended. The guard drones are as good as scarecrows against anyone wearing those helmets. Sir, if we're right about this and we don't act quickly, we won't have a second chance. The damage could be irreversible. At least let me see if we're right.
Come on, Genosa. There you go.
Get there first and check it out. The rest of the teams will continue suppressing the riots as ordered. If you find something there, report back to me immediately. Every second counts.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Yo, oh man. What a, oh. What a cliffhanger. Yeah, 100% I have to do the next one. I mean, I have to, come on. There's no way. In this one it seems like it's the same visuals. I'm just gonna turn it down, you know, I usually turn down the outro. Oh man, yeah, I have to, guys. I gotta do the next one. I mean, I'm so just out of it though. I don't know. That was amazing. I think the best part of that episode was the conversation with Makishima and I don't think we've got his name, but you know, obviously his partner in crime, you could say. But yeah, I think that was the best part. But no, it was amazing. I'll talk more about it after this. Yeah, next episode. Next episode is gonna be incredible. Oh my god. Wait, let me. Okay. I'll just do it in the next one. Alrighty. That was episode 15 of Psycho Pass. And man, next episode. Next episode, man, it's gonna be insane. Alrighty, so yeah, we're really going with this, you know, with this pretty much, yeah, you know, they said it, you know, pretty much infectious, just, you know, I don't know about apocalypse, but, you know, that type of thing where, you know, it's pretty much just the entire city is, just a mess, you know what I mean? And obviously, you know, that's his goal, you know what I mean? That's Makishima's goal, and, you know, we're gonna see what, you know, the gang does to stop all this. And, you know, I definitely expect I think so. I think I definitely expect for them to do that at the end, by the end of this, you know, by the end of this next episode. Which I don't even know though. I really am not sure if I'm gonna do it. I don't know, man. I don't really want to like push myself physically, you know, because I am really tired, and I really want to do this episode, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I definitely could just, because it was a cliffhanger, but, you know, it wasn't a massive cliffhanger, you know what I mean? I don't think it was. I actually don't think it was that big of a cliffhanger. So I could do 16, what would that be? That would be like, what, 16 to 19? Yeah, I could do 16 to 19 next time. Oh man, this is tough. I think I'm gonna stop here, guys. I know that's really disappointing you guys. I mean, obviously I have no idea, but I'm gonna assume next episode is amazing, and that's disappointing, but I'm not gonna, I don't know. I just, personally, I just think the reaction wouldn't be that great, because, and you know, that's the exact reason why I want to stop, because I want to be at my maximum energy, and, you know, my maximum just, I don't know, you guys know what I mean, you know, I don't know, I'm just not 100% right now, and it was amazing, you know, 13 to 15 was great, but yeah, of course, let me talk about the episode before I end it. I really enjoyed, like I said, I really enjoyed the you know, conversation between Makishima and, you know, the person that he's, you know, doing all the business with, and you know, it was really interesting, because, you know, of course, he has a different outlook. he has a different outlook to anyone else. You know, he thinks, you know, he wants to, you know, live in a society where everything is more simple, and you know, he's a, you know, man of the people and all that, and you know, he feels that the, you know, everything that has been integrated, or you know what I mean, into society is wrong, and you know, he thinks that none of that should be a thing. You know, the, you know, psychopath, you know, psychopath thing, and you know, all that. He pretty much wants to, I mean, he pretty much wants to live in a world where, you know, everything's more simple. But you know, like I said, I you know, I said it in the beginning of the episode, you know, I still am not sure what his end goal is. You know what I mean? That's still something that I just can't, I don't know, man. It's just something that I can't look over, you know? It's something that I feel like is pretty important, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, why is he doing all this? You know, because of course it is to live in a society that he, you know, sees fit, that he wants to be in his way. You know, he wants it to be in his way, and you know, he wants it to follow his beliefs and values, and you know, all that. And I'm still just looking forward to it, though. I'm still looking forward to seeing what his end goal is. You know, I part of me is starting to feel like it really is just Kogami. But I don't know what that would mean, in what way, you know. It could definitely mean trying to get him to join his side, you know what I mean, to try and help him fulfill what he's trying to achieve, you know what I mean, what he's trying to find, and you know, it could be that, but it you know, it could also just be, you know, I don't know, it could be a lot of things, but, you know, of course, yeah, they're gonna face off, you know, like I said, I really am not sure when that's going to happen. It could be next episode. Oh, you know, if that's the case, I really am sorry. I really do apologize to you guys, because you're gonna have to wait another week or so to see that, but yeah, I mean, we saw it at the end of the episode, you know what I mean, we saw, the, you know, the tower where, you know, it really is a possibility. It might happen next episode. It really might. I'm really starting to feel like it might. But no, yeah, you know, I thought that was interesting. You know, of course, you know, Kogami managed to, you know, figure everything out, you know. And yeah, he's just the best, you know. It was, of course, yeah, it was brutal, you know, seeing them just annihilate everyone, and, you know, everyone else responding to it and in a chaotic way, you know what I mean, pretty much panicking and, you know, not being sure of, you know, how to react or respond, or, you know, what to do, because, of course, it's something that they haven't experienced. And, you know, yeah, it was definitely a scene, you know, when they're pretty much sitting and just talking, you know what I mean? They're just talking, and, you know, I thought that was a good scene. And, of course, this scene as well, where, you know, they pretty much are told that, you know, it's up to them, you know what I mean, to not let everyone down, and, you know, be the ones that, you know, stop all this chaos, you know what I mean? And, you know, they managed to, you know, it was a pretty, I don't know, for some reason this episode felt really quick, you know what I mean? It felt like it ended quicker. I don't know if that's just me or what, but I don't know, something about it just felt like it went by really fast. But it was good. I'm not sure what to say. You know, I think it is because of the high standard you know, that this show said, because of course I think it was episode 10, right? Oh my god, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable episode, you know. I don't know how we're gonna top that, you know. I'm sure we will. You know, this show gets better and better. But I don't know, these past 2 episodes, I don't think they've been average. I don't think so. But they've definitely been above average, but you know, they haven't been mind-blowing. You know what I mean? They haven't been outstanding. You know, it's mostly just been us trying to figure out a way to just get closer to ending this. You know what I mean? Just getting closer to finding Makishima, and you know, of course, you know, dealing with everything with, you know, the helmet, the helmet society, I guess, you know, that Makishima has pretty much, you know, created. And, you know, that's of course another thing that they have to overcome. You know, I think that will be the case before they meet him. You know, I think so. You know, of course, because he's set a lot of challenges. You know what I mean? A lot of obstacles that they've had to overcome. You know, specifically Kogami-sama, and of course, yeah, that's the main person that he's trying to. I mean, this is why. No, see, this is why it does remind me of Death Note. You know what I mean? Just these two. I'm not gonna say it. You know, of course, if you guys haven't seen Death Note, I'm not gonna say it. But man, you know, and that's a compliment. That's a massive compliment. You know, I love Death Note so much. Most people do. Some people don't, but you know, most people love Death Note. It's just amazing, man. You know, I can't wait to see where we go from here. Of course, you know, we have what, like 8 episodes left, right? I think so. We have. I mean, I'm going to do 16 to 19, and then, yeah, 20 to 22. So that would be, yeah, that would be 7 episodes, yeah. It's crazy. We're 2 videos away. We'll probably finish this. Yeah, we'll finish this, like, in the beginning of August. You know, bar anything horrible happening, but, you know, we should be good. Yeah, we're nearing the end. You know, I think there is more, though. I'm pretty sure there is more after that, but, you know, I'm just talking the first 22 episodes, you know. The first season, because I'm pretty sure there's, you know, more to come. But, yeah. The show's amazing. You know, it's, you know, someone commented on my, I think it was the second video, Psychopath video, you know, basically talking about how this show isn't reacted to enough, you know what I mean? And, you know, that really was sad to me, you know, because I think this show deserves the love, that, you know, because I think it's amazing, you know, I really do think it's amazing, and, you know, I think it's a shame, you know, if that is the case, you know, of course, I don't know, you know, of course, I haven't seen, I actually have watched a few reactions, you know, the first, like, few episodes that I was, like, you know, watching and stuff, you know, I watched reactions to those, but other than that, you know, I haven't really watched reactions to the show, so, and I definitely haven't searched for reactions, well, no, but, you know what I mean, the way I searched it was in a way to not, you know, be spoiled or anything, you know what I mean, so, yeah, I kind of just, you know, found them, I kind of just found reactions to Psychopath, and I just, you know, without really trying to, like, specifically search for it. But yeah, it sucks. It really does suck that, you know, it doesn't get the love that it deserves. But I'm here. I'm here to, you know, give this show the love that it deserves. And, you know, we're not even done. You know what I mean? We're not even, I mean, I don't know if I would say we're not even close to being done. You know, I don't think that's true, really. But we still have a good way to go. So, yeah, this show's amazing, you know. I do think it's underrated. I mean, if that's the case, you know what I mean, in terms of it not, you know, having that many reactions to it, you know, I do think it's underrated. The thing is, though, it was definitely, like, you guys were really, you know, recommending this one. You know what I mean? There was a lot of good, you guys said a lot of good things about it. So, I do still think this show is very loved. You know, beloved and stuff. You know, I think a lot of people love the show. It has a very large fan base. You know what I mean? I think so. I just don't think it's gotten many reactions though, and you know that's a shame. But you know, like I said, I'm here, and yeah, we're gonna continue it. You know, it's been an amazing ride. Definitely, of course, like I said, best show that I'm watching right now. I mean, it's not even close. Yeah, this is the best show. It just is. It's the best show that I'm checking out right now, and it's such a pleasure to, you know, keep going. And you know, it's definitely getting better. It's getting a lot more interesting, and you know, I can't wait to just see how they put all this together with Makishima and yeah, Kogami and everyone. So yeah, I think I talked for way too long. You know, definitely in the beginning too, like in this second like recording of the two, I think I talked for like 5 minutes, and then here I talked way too much as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go edit this. Probably not now, but yeah, tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully I can, you know, upload this as well. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Like I said, you know, I apologize for not doing up until 16, but you know, I just can't right now. I really just can't. I'm barely even doing this outro, but yeah. I really appreciate you guys watching the reaction. I hope you enjoyed, and it's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride, you know, another 3 wonderful episodes, and yeah, I hope you join me next time. You know, next time's gonna be a big one. I get the feeling, I mean, yeah, almost definitely it's gonna be the best set of Psycho Pass. It's gonna be incredible. Next time we're gonna do 16 to 19. It's gonna be awesome. I hope you join me. If not, you know, like I said, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.